Hi, my name is Kayanne and welcome here. This is my nook that I just recently fixed up, and I'll be working from there today. So I have some pages that I need to catch up on, and since I kind of don't remember what all happened on those catch-up days, not totally fresh in my mind, I decided to pull out my prompt words, and that just kind of gives me a starting place to use. That confidential sticker you saw was blocking some. I had a commission piece and I had contact information on there that I didn't want to share. So now I am catching up on some pages that I had mostly done but just needed to do some writing. I have an image here by James Burke that I used, and I'm adding my own days and date and other doodles on here. On this day we had gotten some new internet, which is really huge. If you live in a rural area, you understand the difficulty of getting good internet. So we just got some good internet, and so that was a very exciting day for us. Now I'm pulling out, while I work today, I just got these Daniel Smith cards and I had not even used them yet. And so I decided the best way to swatch them was just by using them in my planner as I needed them. So I'll be using these. And so that'll be fun to have. There's 238 colors here at my disposal. It'll be fun to use those. I'm trying out not only each individual color of paint, but I'm also mixing paints, seeing how they mix together. So here I have a couple different blues I'm kind of trying out, see how they interact with each other. I especially love when the paints granulate, and one thing I like about working on these Tomoe River pages is that as the pages crinkle, it makes a little bit of puddles of watercolor, and some may not like that, but I love the look that gives. It kind of accents any granulation or like pigment separation that you might see. So here I'm just trying out different color on each of these old Wi-Fi stripes, just filling out which colors I like here. I found that I definitely need some of these colors, some of these greens. I have not been successful in mixing, and I love how they granulate. I'll have to go in more detail on another video about some of the colors, my favorite colors that I'm discovering recently, and I'll give you a little bit more after I've had a chance to use the stock card more. I'll give you a little bit more of a rundown on that. So I'm painting in a mailbox. This day I mailed out my Patreon tier, my stickers and my collage packs got mailed out, and that's always kind of, even though it's outgoing mail, it's always happy mail for me, because I just really enjoy sending these out and imagining, what I would like to get in the mail, and hoping that my patrons feel the same about it when they receive it in the mail. I'm going back and mixing some of that red in with the blue that I had already put down, making some kind of pretty purples here. Again, I'm just kind of seeing how everything reacts with each other and blends. I actually really like the color I ended up with here, the purples, by mixing the reds and the blues. As usual, on Saturdays I kind of do a week in review, and so this time I made each item kind of in its own little box, so I'm just painting these little boxes, each in their own color, and I go back and kind of change those colors up a little bit more. It's kind of interesting. Some of the colors that I'm using on the stock card are colors I already have that I know I like, and so I just kind of found it a little interesting that I tend to gravitate towards those. So apparently those are the colors I really like. I sent out a newsletter, and this was kind of my checklist for everything I wanted to include in that newsletter. I also have a little bit of information here on a online workshop that I've been working on. So these pages, again, can be anything. They can be my lists or information I want to keep track of, anything. Our grandson spent the night with us this night, so I just have his name in there. I wish I would have thought to take some pictures, but I didn't. We just were too busy having fun, I guess. I like to stick the dashboard in between pages, even though they're mostly dry, just in case they aren't entirely. So I just stick it in between the pages. Now I've moved on to the 7th, and on this day, my daughter had her gender reveal party, so I put a little bit of that in there. Turns out it was a girl. It fits in nicely with the Bible verse that I picked for the day. And the next day is International Women's Day, so it seemed like it all tied very nicely together. So the baby will be due in June, so that's exciting. Unfortunately, they're moving to Michigan before then. And this little box with some ideas for a workshop I have coming up, and I have some ideas of things I wanted to do for that, so I have those noted in here. I also have underneath the International Women's Day, I have a Redbubble sticker of Monday Lisa, and I thought that was kind of cute. She has very frazzled hair, and it just was fitting. I also have on here the whole right column is an outline for my upcoming workshop, and it's still working on it a little bit, but I'm also keeping track of my filming and editing there. So most of these pages I have things that I want to refer back to, and I just enjoy having my planner and my notes and everything in one that I need to refer to in one place. I still go back often to my Tombow markers, especially for kind of detailed work like this. It's just quicker for me than painting, and I do just really like how they work on this paper, and that I can wash them out as a watercolor if I want to, but also I can leave them just as marker lines. So they're very versatile, and I like using those. I'm painting in my days of the week. The tiny little day that comes in the Hobonichi is not enough for me. I want to tell at a glance what day of the week it is. So I really like putting these hand lettered days on each page. It's also a good way for me to practice lettering or try out different styles once in a while. I've come back to that page that has the contact information for someone that commissioned a piece, so I don't want to show that, so I apologize for sticking the image, the block on top of that, but needs to be. So the prompt that I had randomly picked for this page was parallel, so I decided that I would illustrate that with some just parallel lines. And I'm using, if you saw my pen review, I'm chosen a pen that is water soluble, and using that to draw my lines. And I really like using water soluble pens and being able to wash them out. So if you know that they're water soluble, you can plan on that happening. I'm also using some of that water soluble ink to go around my day that I'd drawn in, just so that I can also put a little matching wash around that. Now I'm going back and adding a little pink in here. I think I'm using the opera pink, and I decided to add 2 more, and I just pulled these out of the pot without selecting them. They're just random. So I have a combination of 3 words here. I could not think of anything for the knock by itself. So I added the 2 more words, and I am just making a little illustration here that goes with it. And that's just a really fun way if you're not sure what to put on a page, or, you know, just want a sketching challenge. That's a really fun way to do it. So I have here knock, pot, and dandelion. So I'm drawing here a clay pot with a dandelion growing in it, falling off of a shelf. So that's what I'm putting here, and that I just had a lot of fun kind of playing around with that. It's a very good way to challenge yourself. Now I'm just drawing a little shelf up above, like is where maybe it fell off of, and a few other plants up there, as well as a little cat who maybe was the culprit in knocking the plant off the shelf. Turpentine Genuine and the Green Apatite Genuine from my dot card. I think those are two of the greens that I'm gonna decide I need to get. I'm coming back in here and doing a little writing. I also, you just saw my little wallet that I keep the washi tape in. Now I have some pictures. I'm back to a Saturday again and a week in review. So I'm printing out some pictures from my phone on my Polaroid Mint that I'm going to include on this page. My studio and my office are not very close together, so I really enjoy being able to print out pictures as I need them. I also really use this traveling, so I don't use it real frequently, but when I need it, it's so handy to have. I ordered some new sticker sheets, so I guess I actually designed them this day and got them ordered the next day, but I'm putting down, these are much smaller than the actual ones will be, but I'm just putting those down kind of as a record of what I ordered. I'm finding some date dots to use here that were some that my patrons received, I think, last month or maybe the month before. I don't necessarily use these every day, but I like having them to pull out now and then when they add something to a page. So I kind of keep all the old ones that I didn't use, and then I have a big selection to sort from. Catching up on some writing here. I love making little blocks of, like journaling blocks, just drawing in simple blocks on the page. Just as a fun way to break things up. Now I'm looking through my stash for some stickers. I have some little planner stickers. These were also something that my patrons got these as a digital download, so I hunted that out and put in. Now I'm putting a little piece of a Meatball and Company sticker on there just to show that I did work in my planner. I have a image here by Courtney Diaz, one of her little monsters, along with my own Friday piece here, and then I'm kind of drawing in a surrounding there, just kind of having fun with it. We watched a movie on Friday night, and so I drew this kind of retro TV there, and then I made it sitting on a dresser. I had already glued in the present prompt, and so I added some washi tape to look like drawers on a dresser, and I'm just going in then and finishing embellishing on this page. On the TV, I'm writing things that I always save some jobs to do or things that I can do while I'm watching TV, like, you know, drawing something in my sketchbook, or working on something on Procreate, or you know, different jobs, or cutting things out I save to do while I'm watching a movie. So I kind of made a list of what I had worked on during our movie time. Now I'm getting those photo stickers that I had printed, figuring out an arrangement for that. I like kind of sometimes at least cutting out the shape on those. I also had roasted coffee this day, so I cut out a picture of the coffee beans I use, which is not only decorative, but you know, if I forget where I ordered them from, I can go back and look at this. We also got a new stove and oven, so I took a picture. Our old one looked kind of awful, So I put a picture of it in there, and then when I get a picture of our new one, I'll put it there beside it. I also had painted these brushes done like a watercolor sketch in a new sketchbook that I got from Galen Leather, and I really am enjoying it. I got it because it has the same Tomoe River paper as the Hobonichi, and I have kind of fallen in love with sketching and watercoloring on this paper. So I got the sketchbook, and it has, you know, it's a not a bulky one, but it has 400 pages in the sketchbook, so it kind of seems like a good deal. So I'm journaled a little bit about that new sketchbook and drew a picture there beside a sketch that I had made. So this is the box that my sketchbook came in, and it's, you know, it's not leather. It's a nice sketchbook and well bound. It's from Galen Leather. It's not leather, but it sure came in a nice box. And I like the Tomoe River papers are kind of transparent, so it comes with these grid pages and ruled pages, also a leather blotter, but you can put that behind, you know, if you need the lines in it. So I've just been having fun working on some things. I'm working on some things for patrons, and just doing some sketching and some things for my own practice or use, and have been really, really enjoying it so far. I had already lettered my verse for Sunday, which was the 14th, so March 14th, so that was Pi Day. And I just was using an eraser to lighten those pencil lines, so I didn't have as much to erase later, because I'm using my vintage Rasa pen, and the eraser can kind of smear it just a little bit sometimes, so that's why I wanted to have it mostly erased beforehand. I just left enough for me to go by as I did the lettering. Pulling out my traveling paintbrush and add my dot sheets again, and go ahead and watercolor these in. I'm painting this journal. It should be black, but I am falling in love with the Moon Glow Daniel Smith paint color. I love how it kind of separates and granulates and behaves on the Tomoe River paper. So I keep coming back and painting everything with Moon Glow. I am adding some pink coloring up and around the day and around my images, and just kind of blending everything together, making some of those journaling blocks again. was drying my watercolor with the heat gun, which I forgot you can't do next to those Polaroid mint pictures, so I got a little messed up place there, but that's okay, it doesn't worry me too much. As you can see, I do a lot of flipping back and forth, working on one page and then flipping back to another page. So now I'm adding watercolor to that illustration that I made earlier. Here I'm had recorded some ideas for a future workshop and just some planning. My mind is always planning ahead on some things, so just having a place to jot those ideas down is really nice. My pencil board here as a place to rest my hands so I don't smear that watercolor underneath, and just in case it wasn't entirely dry. I've been making lots of these doodled letters lately. I've just been kind of having fun with that. I think doodling is kind of relaxing, so that's something that I just is a restful thing to do. I just reorganized my washi tape and kind of reminded myself of what all I had, and so I'm pulling out one of those washi tapes and adding along the top. That pretty well catches up my pages, so next I'm going to be sharing at my Stickii Club and Jet Pen haul, so if you're not really into watching a haul, I'll just say goodbye and thank you. Alright, I have some mail and I've actually waited to open it up. And so I'm excited to dig into it. One of them is from Jet Pens, and then I have my Stickii Club subscriptions that both came. And I am excited. I don't even know which one to open first. We'll do the Jet Pens. Right, I got some glue sticks that I wanted to try out. Oh, that's well sealed up.
little calendar tabs that are like sticky notes and that you can just stick on calendar spots, so I think those would be fun. These are just little sticky notes, but they look like different kinds of paper. Like there is some like engineering graph paper, there's a yellow legal pad type paper, regular graph paper, and some dot paper. And I thought those would be handy not only in planner, but I could see lots of uses for these in some artwork or art journals also. And then these are just little like speech bubble stickers. And then I got these. I've heard good things about this glue brand, glue sticks, and so I got 3 different kinds that I'll review for you. I can't remember which is which, and there's no English on here, but one of them is permanent, one's repositionable, and one it goes on blue and then dries clear. And then I also got a medium and small sizes. So coming up I'll do a review on those because I am picky about my glue sticks, but I was intrigued about the square shape because it seems like that could be really handy for getting in you know, little corners of things. So I'll be trying those later and I'll get back with you. And then I just partly restocked on some pens. I've about used up, I did a pen review here a while back and I've already about used up this .01 Tombow mono drawing pen. I'm really liking it. It's a permanent pen. So then I also got a .1 in brown of this Unipen fine line pen. I got just another micron pen, but I got a really bold tip, a 08, because I needed one of those. I wanted to get actually a 1, but because I used up my 1, but this was as big as they had jet pens. And then I heard this one highly recommended. It's a Sarasa, which I have really liked the Sarasa brand, and I like their clips. And this one is supposed to be good about writing over things, so I will be giving that a try and I'll let you know, but it's a .4. So that's my jet pens haul. And then I have my Stickii subscription, and I have, again, I got 2, I got the vintage pack and the pop pack. So vintage pack, I really can't remember what's in these. So let's take a look here. This is probably a little, oh, it looks like an actual little notebook. That could be fun. And a pretty little flower paper clip. And the stickers. I think there's all honey and lavender themed. So I really like the honeycomb shape. In fact, I have a honeycomb stencil, and so I could see enjoying using some of those. Yeah, like I really like this. I like that a lot. Oh, it's transparent. Okay, so these are gold, and they're kind of a little bit puffy, like gel stickers. Very pretty though. I don't use these in my planner so much just because they're so thick, and actually make it hard to write on, you know, the next pages. But I'll probably find something to do with those because they're very pretty. And then, oh, I really like this. Some Van Gogh art stickers. Yeah, I like that a lot. Very fun. Oh, and I really like this kind of vintage fashion image. And those owls are cool. Not for sure on these. I like the birds. And then these are all lavender things. This makes me think of my grandmother. This was her favorite color. And it'd be kind of fun to do a page about her with some of these stickers. Make me think of her. So that is the vintage pack. And I always intend to get extra of these because I like to include, these are really nice to include in Happy Mail that I send out, like to patrons and stuff. So I always try to decide which ones I can part with to share. And I don't know for sure yet what that will be. But my top tier patrons usually get some kind of little special thing like that. Okay, so now this is the pop pack. Oh, and I'm liking what I see so far. Okay, a nice little notepad here. Let's see if it's a... I do really like it's got a fountain pen and the ink splats. I do really like it. I'm just going to check and see if it's a regular notepad or whether it's sticky notes. I can get it out. Yeah, it's a regular notepad. That's okay. I really like these little notepads. It's just fun to have different little bits of paper to make my lists on, and I just use a little bit of washi tape to stick them in my book. I do really like this with the fountain pen and the ink spots, and I'm really being a fan of like the black and white. This is more black and cream, but I really like the graphic look of that. And oh, this is really neat. It's a lunar stamp set with the different phases of the moon. So that's pretty fun. I can see using that. Light and Shadow is the name of this pack. Okay, so I have with some feathers. That's really pretty. I also know somebody that would really like some of that. I'll have to see if I can talk myself into sharing. Oh, this is neat. I need a dark surface. Let me find something here. This will work. These are all in white on transparent. So those would be really fun to use on a dark background. So a little bicycle and camera. Lots of fun little things. That's really neat too. And then, oh, some black and white postage stamp looking things. That'll be fun. Yeah, these are really fun. And then some botanical and grays. Very pretty. I like this artwork. I feel like maybe I've seen this artist before. Surrey Draws. The artist is Surrey. Very nice. I might have to look her up on Instagram. Oh, this looks like some little tabs. Index sticker. Those could be real handy. Oh, these are some gel ones too. Also very pretty. It's kind of purplish, and then it's got little gold accents. I don't know if you can see that. It's very pretty. Oh, and then there's a couple postcards. That's really fun. Those would be really good, like journal tip-ins or something, where I could be generous and send them to someone. They're very pretty, though. Okay, well, I'm very happy with both of those. A lot of fun things. I'm going to have a hard time deciding what I'm willing to share. Because there's a lot of nice stuff in these. So I got the vintage and the pop packs. So I can go ahead and put sticker on. So it's called Light and Shadow. This one. Oh, I missed these. Oh, there's some. These are more fun things. They look like gems. Are they stickers? I don't know for sure. I don't know, but they're very pretty. Look like gemstones. And then what's this say? Diamonds of Thought. That's fun. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, these are fun. I can think of uses, I think, for all of these. I like these thin washi type stickers. Okay. All right. It's always fun to have new things to play with. So thanks for watching.